Great laugh.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us here, Rose Brothers, joining us here on Twitch. As we get ourselves kind of set, prepped, and ready to go, we just wanted to jump in and say hi and chat for a little bit. Get everybody's feelings. I know we have a total of 2 viewers right now, but hey, give it 5 minutes, maybe another one will show up. We'll see what happens.
Unlikely.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, hey, we went up to 3. Let's go. I was right.
I like where we jumped into just chatting and then literally we stopped talking at all.
Yeah, nobody.
Welcome to the dead silence.
Yeah, let's be
Welcome
real.
to the Thunderdome.
There's nothing to talk about. We're going to Iran. No one's happy. It's sad.
You know, I could take this time to edit some stuff on my character sheet that I probably should have a long time ago.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea, laddie.
Oh, how everyone excited about their characters? Everyone excited for the campaign?
Yeah.
Any decisions made in the character building process? You know, what are you guys?
Yes. So for the viewers, if you remember, we kind of mentioned it last week. We are starting a new campaign. We're gonna put the Suicide Squad of Dorothis on back hold. Yeah, we're starting a new campaign. We're gonna have Jake gonna be DMing this one. His second campaign he's ran, so we're excited to have him DMing for us. Come up with some new characters, and honestly, I think we all can agree. I was talking with some of the other guys here. Making a character is super fun. If you haven't, it's a ton of fun to just kind of brainstorm and think and come up with backstories and plans and try new classes and things, and it's a ton of fun. So I'm excited. Hopefully you all connect with some of the characters we make, and we're excited to be in Jake's world.
Yes, sir.
It's my world. You're all just dying in it. Wait a minute.
TPK session 1.
It might very well end up that way.
If you watch this at any point in time, leave a comment on the video telling us exactly how many hours it takes for you to pick a magic item.
When your DM gives you one choice.
We have a wide spectrum for an answer here at the Rose Brothers. Some of us took about 2 months. Some of us took about 2 minutes.
Some of us took 2 weeks to get their backstory in, not because it was so long, but because
and we'll leave it up to the viewers to figure out who it was.
Just don't ask my character too much about his backstory. He's just reserved. Actually, no, my guy's just reserved about his backstory. He don't like to talk about his past much.
The way you pause, you said, "Don't ask too much about his back." I was like, "What's wrong with his back?"
Actually, fun fact: he's got a tattoo on his back. So
hey,
bro, got his back blown out.
Okay.
Not again.
How did you know?
Not again. Did you say not again?
Scott, quit shaming our characters.
You're not
DM anymore. Scott, you're not DM anymore. We don't have to listen to you.
I lost all my power. I have no power here.
You lost your power and you lost the respect we once had for you.
Did you ever? What? Let's be honest.
This is the reality of a DM.
You have no power. What's that from?
That is Theoden speaking to Gandalf while he's possessed by Saruman.
There you go. I was thinking The Exorcist. Whoops.
I mean, you weren't wrong with the possession.
That's true.
Yeah, you took a different route with it, but that's okay. I respect it.
Instead of a 14-year-old,
this seems different than
Rohan. It's trapped to a bed. The cat.
Hey, can somebody do me a favor and join the tabletop or VTT Beyond or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called?
Give me a second. I can do that here.
Tell me what you see.
Well,
If it's nothing, that's good.
no, initial rip. I can't
Off
join it unless I
I
just join
I
it.
got in. It says party levels up to level 18 and gets 1 million gold. And Odysseus is the sexiest character.
Okay, well,
Wow.
I don't know if we were
Spoilers.
supposed to see that.
that doesn't
I said the same thing.
Mine says the same thing.
I second that.
I see.
hang
I see.
ISIS, bro.
I see Krampus's layer.
They
of
changed her
bro.
name to
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Excellent.
see the old
Wait,
Christmas.
I
Christmas
think
event.
having to remember way back when
I
I
see
DM'd.
Bramble.
Can you remember when?
All right, I think I've got it. Maybe. Bear with me as I remember fetching. Okay, there it goes.
Fetching data.
Fleshlight? What?
Whoa.
Wait.
Megabytes. Turn into
Yeah.
gigabytes this
Yep.
summer.
All right, let's see here. Let's see.
Looks like that's the max. That's it, folks, for me.
That's it.
No, I heard it there, Lane. You were on the edge. You almost got sucked in.
It's a swirling vortex. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh no.
So guys, I came to a revelation today. While I was at work. And
I was hoping it was when you were working out with me. but
no.
okay.
I think I have to cut my hair.
Why?
I think I just
Yeah.
it's getting to the point where honestly my balding is getting too much for it. My hairline's
No, say it ain't so.
the hairline's getting too far back. I think I need to.
Anyone who was on Reddit, have you been getting the bald subreddit popping up on your feed?
No, what?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Scott,
Yeah,
it's
I have.
time. It's time to go bald, Scott. Shave your
No,
locks.
I am not. No, I am not going bald.
Your hair is thick enough, Scott. I didn't even notice. Because if you look at mine's really thin. You can see the line.
Well, see, this is the thing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see if I
Do you
can.
top.
Right?
How about this?
Look,
How
like,
about
I feel
Scott?
right
How about
here.
you post yourself to the bald subreddit and ask if you should shave your hair?
I feel
And if
like
they say
right
yes,
here
then
is
you gotta
too
go
far
do it.
back.
They're gonna tell
the
him
thing.
to get out.
See this? Like, I feel like
They are.
the sides right here. Just
Well, try doing a middle part.
Yeah.
I already.
What kind of hairstyle you want, brother? You want me to cut you up?
Dude, okay, here's the
I
thing,
don't know.
Scott. Is Shelby making you cut your hair?
No, I don't
She-
want to cut my hair.
What's
This is
she
the-
gonna grab onto
don't-
then?
That's such a good point.
God damn.
That's horrible.
Front to back. Front to back. What does it mean? Use your imagination.
That's why. That's okay. Hear me out. This is what we do. We do we do the old cul-de-sac where I shave just the middle and then leave the sides really long.
Can you
yeah.
please do that? Can we please do that? Oh my god.
It'll
Hey,
be beautiful.
You would be my hero.
Send it out now. Share it with all your friends, whoever. If we get to 100 followers by the end of April, I will do it.
That's Crazy.
Fair enough.
Okay, deal. How long do you have to
I'm
keep
gonna
it like that?
I'm gonna go buy followers. I'll be right back.
We're
I'm
giant
gonna
forehead
go.
squad.
How long
You're
do
not
I
the
have
only
to
one
keep
with
it
a
like
giant
that?
forehead squad.
Dude, who knows? We'll see.
You like for
We'll put
100 followers? 100 days.
100 a day a follower?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's crazy work. I love it.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna clip that segment. I'm gonna post it on TikTok and it's gonna blow up. We're gonna get
Please do it.
Please do it. Please do it, Scott.
dude, I will. And this is wild. I will keep it like that.
Like
I will
can't
keep
my own
it for
hairline.
every follower we get after 100. I will keep it for another day.
No, you won't. Scott.
Shut
You're
up.
gonna spend your whole life with that haircut.
Let's
It'll look
get
good.
it. Let's
Dude,
get it in writing.
honestly, if that got us a bunch of followers, I would do it. I would do it.
No, say it so.
Now, my
boss.
wife
Say
might
it
leave
so,
me, but
boss.
I'll still do it.
Dude, it's worth it.
Financial freedom that comes at a cost.
Hey. You know, a strong-willed man like me, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
DM, are you ready?
hey, you get off
The longer we do this, the more mistakes I'm going to commit to.
Scott,
Well,
earlier.
that's why we're doing
I'm
this.
so excited for you to get that TikTok up,
He's trying to commit to the gritty. Leave him alone.
kid. And he's like, I'm gonna start a push-up
Yeah, what
challenge.
the
For
fuck
every
happened?
follower I get, I'll do a push-up. And he got like 80,000 followers.
Yeah.
It's-
There's a guy on TikTok who walks a mile for every follower he gets. And I'll be honest, I'm really impressed because he's walked hundreds of miles because of it. And he's ended up losing a
Never
ton
gonna
of
be
weight.
old.
It's actually really, really impressive.
Okay. Yeah, this fuckery on this map is awesome right now. We can, but we need to get this shindig going. So
we ready? We ready?
we might as well just
All
get
right.
going.
I'm
So,
going to go ahead and start us up.
Oh, that's really dark. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful session DM'd by me. This time around, it is going to be what we hope to be a long-form campaign. So bear with me as I remember and learn the mechanics. Still, this even 10 years on now, we're all still learning D&D mechanics. So, pull this up here.
Oh. What?
All right. Okay. Gentlemen, this is Terus. Not the one you may know, but ancient and storied in its own right. This world was not born of peaceful divine creation, but of violent chaos and war. Once part of a singular great plane, the grand tapestry of the cosmos was sundered by divine conflict. When reality was reformed, the planes of existence were divided and created as they stand today. And within the prime material plane of Alarion, amid an ocean of distant stars, the world of Terus was born. Upon this world, countless centuries of life have given rise to civilizations that have either endured or been lost to time. From the great forested lands of Eldrist to the sun-scorched Ignisar desert of Pyrenees, and the frozen, unmapped waves of Frostwold. Countless peoples call this world home. Kingdoms may rise, kingdoms may fall, but legends never die. In the northeastern reaches of Pyronith lies the dwarven kingdom of Durazan, stretching from the Serpent Spine Mountains along its western border to the dawning ocean of its eastern shores. The land is as rugged and unyielding as the people who have carved their homes from its stone. Fortress cities cling to cliff and crag, deep roads run beneath the earth, and bastions stand watch along the southern frontier. For on that southern border lies the Doomshroud Expanse, a treacherous and corrupted land long overtaken by evil. Once it was home to a magnificent kingdom, proud, radiant, and prosperous. Now it stands only as a monument to unparalleled destruction and the folly of mortal kind. Centuries ago, a breach to Vixreluan's realm of Necrothul was torn open using the magic harnessed from the scar that lay beneath the land. From the festering wound, demonic forces poured forth. The land was swallowed within hellish torrents, and the kingdom was lost. No force could reach the heart of the breach to seal it. And so, instead, they chose to contain it. Magical barriers were raised, ward towers constructed, and blessings channeled. The Doomshroud became bound, but it was never healed. Now, centuries later, Durazan remains ever vigilant against the horrors that fester beyond its southern frontier. At times, the breach stirs. When it does, hellish forces flood outward into Terus in violent surges. This event has come to be known as the Black Swell. During these times, a call goes out to adventurers, mercenaries, zealots, and sellswords, willing to enter the Doomshroud and push back. They gather at Ashmarch, a hardened border town built along the lines dividing Durazan and the Doomshroud. Those brave enough may enter and find glory, or coin, or treasures buried beneath ash and ruin, or they may never return at all. And on this day, upon this hour, a battle has just been won. Across the battlefield lay the remains of slain fiendish foes. Still standing are a group of paladins, cleaning their blades and mending their wounds, each donned in shining plate, tabards depicting the gods that they serve. One in particular, breathing heavy, battle adrenaline still coursing through his veins, removes his helm. And Silas, would you care to describe what we see?
Yeah, okay. So you see a half-elf man, probably this mid-30s, sun-kissed skin, long blonde hair tied in a ponytail with a thick handlebar mustache and scraggly facial hair. He seems out of his depth and is looking to his fellow paladins for guidance on how a post-battle routine is even handled, and seems completely new to this.
As you stand there, Silas, kind of dumbfounded at all of this chaos that you've been a part of, it wasn't long ago you found yourself on your farm, tending to the crops, to the animals, and just a few weeks, short weeks later, you find yourself covered in the ichor and sinew of these horrific foes at your feet. As you look around, you see the leader of this company of yours. What you see is a man of towering stature, broad of shoulder. His armor is resplendent despite the fact that there are slash marks and scorch marks across it. On his tabard, you see that there is a tree or a twin moons that are so slightly eclipsing. And then entwined around them is this silver flame. You see as he picks up a banner, and on this banner is a sigil. It is a tree that once again has the twin moons eclipsed behind it. But as it rises up, one side is luscious green, verdant growth, and on the other side it is dead and lifeless. This, you know, is the banner that your company, a company that is dedicated to the service of Nera and Nuhir, twin goddesses. They carry this banner into battle every time they go out into the Expanse. And you see Garrick pick up the banner, holds it high, and announces to all of you, "For the goddesses, long may we triumph over these vicious foes and keep darkness at bay," as he slams the banner down into the skull of one of these slain fiends. A cheer erupts from the surrounding paladins. Some of them kind of half-half, chuckling, kind of wincing, grabbing wounds. He comes up to you afterwards and clasps you on the shoulder. "Well done, Sir Galloway. You will make a fine Moonfire yet." And you understand that when he says Moonfire, he is talking about the group of paladins that he belongs to, that most of the others belong to. However, as you stand among them, you alone are tabardless. You do not have one of these tabards. As you recall, when you arrived in Thalion, you were there seeking answers for the theft that occurred on your farm, and you kind of just got conscripted into this as you were there. So you are very much a fish out of water at this point. But Garrick, he has a big, broad smile on his face. You can tell that, he genuinely believes that you've done well in this matter.
A couple of questions. Did we lose anyone in this fight? And was this a relatively minor incursion, or is this my first one I've been to? And is this run of the mill, or is this my first encounter here?
So, you've been here for a few weeks now. When you arrived on the ship, it was towards the beginning. So, when the black swells occur, it isn't so much just one heave. So every time there's a black swell, it's like this pulse that occurs throughout the Doomshroud that's coming from this source that is far within. And as it pulses out, it basically awakens these rifts that are in the earth, and demonic, devilish forces basically claw their way out and begin to kind of swarm towards these barriers. You would know that this particular group of enemies are fairly bottom of the barrel type foes. It's a mix of like imps and other weaker beings. Kind of just the grunts. You guys aren't very far this time around, so as you've gone, every time there's a pulse, your company goes out there and fights some of them back, and then retreats. But your company's not one of the
always
ones
comes in waves.
Yes, and your company isn't really one that goes too deep in because the deeper you go in, the more dangerous it gets. So you guys are kind of more of defenders of like the last line, basically. You're just cutting down things, nothing too crazy, especially for someone like you who is new to the whole kind of paladin experience. You're basically kind of getting your feet wet, and they're very well aware of that. And as you kind of stand there with Garrick, he claps you on the shoulder once more, and then turns to address the rest of the company. Brothers and sisters, it is time that we return to Ashmarch. We must regroup, recover, and prepare for the next pulse. Gather what you can. Gather the bounties that we can collect here. We make for Ashmarch post haste. And as he says this, he dons his helmet back on, and you see that it is this great helm, and on it are these stag horns that rise very high upwards, and then across his shoulders is this very regal green and silver cloak that flows down to his feet, and then he has like this fur collar across his shoulders. And he picks up his he has like a great mace. He picks it up, shoulders it, and turns and starts kind of walking amongst the dead, making sure that there's no living threats. And you see, as you look around, there are some of your fellow paladins that are kind of kicking over some of these fiends and just doing one last jab with spear and sword, mace, just making sure that nothing's still standing. And then other ones are claiming like horns, and others are just claiming the whole head, or taking different trophies to bring back to Ashmarch to turn in for the reward. As they're doing this, and as you're kind of standing there, go ahead and make a perception check.
First roll of the campaign.
Woo! Let's go.
Okay, perception.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? I'm pressing the button and it's not rolling. I'm just gonna roll it straight d20 and add +2. That's an 18.
18. Oh, nice job. So, with an 18, you kind of look up into the sky, and within the Doomshroud, the sky is it's very dreary. It's like this bruised, reddish purple, cloudy sky that kind of like churns in weird ways. Like it's almost like a stirring cauldron above you. But you look up and you notice amongst the cloudy sky, there's a faint shimmer, almost kind of like a lightning bolt that strikes through the sky. And you kind of sit there a second, but no thunder reaches it. There's no like aftershock or anything like that. You hear nothing. You sit there for a moment longer, and then suddenly the ground begins to tremble. And it's nothing, it shakes you guys. It kind of makes you stumble a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And everybody kind of stops what they're doing and looks around. And
is the shimmer still there? Like, is there like an after effect of it, or is it dissipated by this point?
Nope. It was like seeing
Just a
lightning
brief
strike.
glance.
Yep, just like a quick lightning strike.
Gotcha,
almost.
gotcha.
And as the tremor kind of subsides, one of your fellow paladins kind of pipes up. Well, it would seem the Doomshroud is quaking in its boots. It fears us. And Garrick pipes up. Perhaps, but I would not find us caught in another surge. Let us quicken our pace and make haste out of here. We are in no condition for another pulse. And with that, we are going to shift perspectives. So, back in Ashmarch, this Ashmarch itself is this dwarven defensive town, fortress town. So it has these sturdy walls of stone. The buildings are all stout stone buildings. As this has become a gathering point for all these different adventurers, it also becomes like a tent city, basically. Surrounding it and within its walls, there's tents strewn up all over the place that are housing these adventurers all across Terus. But in particular, there is a section. It is off to kind of the northwestern portion of town. It kind of rises up this cliff. And built into the side of this cliff is what you would consider like a dock-looking structure, but instead of water, it's just, extending out to open air. And docked up to this little port is this small sky ship, a sand runner. So it's for some of you, I would say, or for sky ships in Terus, they come in all shapes and sizes. Depending on the region, depending on the designers, whatever their use is, they are, built for whatever environment they came from. This one in particular, as I said, is a sand runner. And running across its deck and down onto the gangplank and whatnot are 6 individuals. They all appear to be orcish. And they are running up and down carrying these crates. Up and down, up and down. One of them is shouting some orders around to them, telling them to hurry up. Make sure you don't drop that. It's expensive. And there's another kind of leaning back, kind of observing this whole scene as the crew are busying themselves gathering the loots of the day. Kaz, would you care to describe what you look like?
Yeah, so Kaz is kind of a tall, slender orc, which is kind of odd. But his tribe, that's kind of what his tribe are. They're not as big and burly as what a traditional orc might look like. They're a little bit slimmer, and kind of tall. So yeah, he's slim. He's got odd. It's very odd for an orc, but he's got gray eyes, just like the whole eye is gray, which is very kind of off-putting for a lot of people. It throws them off, and it's not exactly looked upon well within orc society. But he has these gray eyes. He's got grayish green skin. He has a large khopesh on his back, and he also has a few other just different tools and weapons slung across his belt. He has kind of old, dirty, worn clothing on, but it's kind of what he can afford. He also has a small pet monkey, Kanak Bup, who's on his lap, just kind of playing with a little piece of wood or something. Um,
Awesome.
and yeah, that's kind of Kaz. He also wears like leather armor, so he just kind of got these old tunics on, I guess, kind of old clothing with then just kind of like some leather pauldrons and a leather jerkin and things like that.
All right.
So yeah,
So Kaz, Go ahead.
as Kaz kind of observing the other orcs of his tribe work on the, move different crates around and chat amongst themselves, he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small peanut and hands it to Kanak. And here, Kanak, have a snack.
Turns out Kaz actually rhymes every time he speaks.
Oh no, he's hot.
Well, Kaz, as you are,
Can you
As you
pull
were-
up? So
Huh?
can you pull up on the Doomshroud Expanse? Can you pull up our character image and just make it big on there?
Yeah, give me a second.
oh yeah.
So people can get a little better idea of how I pictured Kaz. We'll let Silas do the same thing.
As you do
Here's
that,
Kaz.
I love the monkey.
Yeah.
man, where's the thingy? Oh, there it is.
All right,
Nice.
let's go ahead, take a step back, and we'll do Silas real quick.
And I will preface this: I am still workshopping Kaz's voice. Don't be surprised if it changes at some point.
For a second, I thought my grippers were out, but now they are in boots. Okay, good.
That would be wild. Full plate and then just no shoes on.
Dude,
If
only.
Oh,
if only, man.
No, not quite spanking material, but maybe we'll get there. All right. So, Kaz, as you stand there feeding a peanut to your monkey companion, your first mate comes up to you, Grashk. Sir, we've almost loaded all the loot. I can't believe they left so much gold and treasures behind. The fools. But we should be able to get sailing within 30 minutes, I'd say.
As before, the Ancient Ones have never led us astray, and they continue to profit us. It was a journey to get over here, but I'm glad we did it.
I thank you and everyone else, sir. I mean, this is more loot than we found in the deserts. It's incredible. Hopefully once we get this all loaded up, how much longer do you intend for us to be out here, sir?
I would imagine we'll be able to go home fairly soon. Did you purchase all of the supplies we'd need for the trip over the mountains?
Mazra, he hasn't returned yet, but I would imagine he'll be here shortly. I would imagine it'll be before we are loaded completely, so once we have the supplies loaded and he returns, we should be ready.
Good. Once Mazur's here, please come notify me.
Will do, Captain.
And I'll turn around and go into... I don't even think this probably has like I like it more of like kind of a tent. So I'll open it up like the little canvas part and I'll step into what would be like my cabin.
Yeah, so for like a sand runner like this, so this being like your clan's first ship, like the one you guys started out with, it is one of the rinky-dink. It's like a schooner type ship
Yep.
of the sands. So you essentially have the deck of the ship is exposed with the specialized sails to catch the winds, and on the back side of the ship you have, like you said, there's basically just like a canvas covering, and then when you go inside, it's kind of like you've got like viewing ports that you can look out of, but there's a canvas roof and then just kind of a canvas door. But inside, yes, you would have you see that you have your little quote unquote captain's cabin. There is a hammock swinging on one side. There is a little desk and chair on the other with maps and other things strewn on it. You also have a perch where what's the monkey's name?
Kanak.
Kanak. Where Kanak kind of sits and gazes out through the portholes.
Yeah, I'll grab, as I enter, I'll grab Kanak and I'll just kind of toss him onto his little hammock's perch area, so he can take a rest and just kind of look out the window. And then I'll go over to the crate that's in there and open it up and start pulling out some maps to start looking at it and charting the best way home.
Yeah, so as you're kind of pulling out these maps to take a look, you go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Yeah. That'd be an 18.
18. Boy, you guys are really good right now. Hopefully that keeps going. So with an 18, as you're kind of looking over these maps and kind of plotting your course over the mountains and everything, the ship is suspended in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't notice anything, but you hear commotion outside towards town, and as you kind of peek outside, you can see that people are kind of like falling over, and you can look down. You look to the other side and you see the river kind of flowing, but as you look at the river, you can see it's like kind of rippling more so than usual. You don't feel anything, of course, but you can see that it looks like there would reasonably have been like a tremor. As this kind of subsides, we will go ahead and shift once again. As I said, there is a river that flows down near the sky ship. This river flows down along the side of the town. There's like a windmill that it goes through, turns. A little further down the river, and towards the outskirts of town, there is some docks, and then along with these docks, there is a small shrine. This shrine is one that is devoted to Undarin, the god of the seas. Nearby, there is a gathering of people, kind of surrounding the water's edge, and as they look on, they see that there is a man who is currently clutching another one underneath the water, and he appears to be saying some quiet words to himself, perhaps to the individual that he is currently submerging. Odysseus, care to explain who we see.
Oh yeah. So, this guy is an Undari, which is the name of Tritons in this setting. If any of you have seen an Undari throughout your travels in Terus, when you see this one, you would be a little bit perplexed. Most Undari are light blue with like varying shades of mint green for hair. But this guy has stark black hair with only a few strands of mint green throughout it. And it's all pulled back into a tight top knot. And his skin is an even lighter blue than usual. And it's almost translucent in the light, depending on the angle you take. Kind of like fish that are found in caves that have never seen sunlight before. And then that's starkly contrasted by his ears, which are like red, very vibrant red, like pointy fin type look to him. And these same red fins are found on his forearms and his ankles. And then that red is balanced out with 3 gill slits on each side of his neck. And he kind of has a sunken-in face with green eyes, and his nose has a scar across it. And it looks like his nose has been broken and reset at least 6 times in his life. It's pretty gnarly. And he also has a black inky tattoo of a kraken that goes all the way down his entire left arm. And then that kraken design kind of continues onto his robes, which are, they're well worn, like a grayish blue robes that kind of have ceremonial stitchings of waves on them, but they're pretty worn out and faded by now. And then wrapped over his hands are like tan wraps, as if he's preparing for a boxing match. And he is currently he is chanting to himself, but he's kind of he's taking that nonchalant stance. Like if he had a watch, he'd be looking at it, wondering what time it is. While this person he's holding under the water has now begun to frantically frail and is splashing around. And this guy looks about as bored as he could get.
As this is happening, the onlookers are starting to mumble to themselves. Oh God, is he going to kill him? Oh no, he can't kill him right in front of us all. That's murder. Why would he do such a thing? Well, I don't know. Look at him. He's rippling around and splashing. Looks like he's damn near drowned. You just watch. Keep watching.
As they say that, the guy or the person does stop kicking, and he kind of floats back up to the surface, and there's kind of a hush in the crowd as this person looks dead. And then you will watch as Odysseus, this mysterious Undari, quickly suddenly comes to, as if he remembers what he was doing, and he grabs this person from the water, flips him on his back, and kind of gently holds him up so that he's floating on his back. And then he takes his hand and puts it up to the being's mouth and begins to pull up, while chanting in a mysterious, like, fishy language. And the crowd watches as water and a little bit of blood is just pulled, as Odysseus is bending the water out of this person's lungs and throat. And he pulls it out like a water whip and throws it behind him, slams his fist into this guy's chest, and hopefully, DM allowing, this person wakes up coughing and screaming.
Yes. So this man, Bolden is his name, and Odysseus, you know this man as someone who has, since you've arrived in Ashmarch, at this particular time, he was part of your group of expeditioners that went out into the Doomshroud. As you guys went out, you talked more and more, and as you do as a priest of Undarin, you talked of your god, of your practices, of means to be devout to the god you've lived your life under. And Bolden, as you preach this to the whole group, some of them kind of roll their eyes, just kind of like, okay, man, whatever you say. But Bolden seemed like enraptured by your words. Through some talk, you found out that it does in fact come from one of the coastal towns, just a small little place off the coast of Durazan to the east, and he made his way here, and he came here for a purpose, and it almost seemed like you talking about Undarin felt like it was kind of like this calling, so he listened in rapture, and eventually you were in fact able to convince him to take part in the baptism, and as you say, you hold him, what seems to be his lifeless body in your hands as the crowd stands silent, and you hear that, "I told you!" And then, in a flash, you whip out the water and pulling it out, and then bringing your fist back in. With practiced precision, you hit him right where his heart is, and it sends a jolt through him, and instantly he's I seen him! I seen him! Blessed be! I seen the Lord of the Deep!
Odysseus is just kind of, in a non-predatory way, rubbing his back and kind of patting it and helping him get the last of the water out of him. Yes, Bolden, I told you I have never lost one to the deep before. You have now been bestowed the promise, my friend. May all your harvests be bountiful. May you have safe passing on all your voyages. And may you find the best prices at the market with your bounties.
Thank you, Lord Odysseus. Thank you. Oh, I feel so enlightened. Oh my goodness. Were you sure that I wasn't going to die?
We can't be sure of anything in this world, can we, Bolden?
Very true. The Lord of the Deep, he'll guide us. I shall never be afraid of the waters again. And, as this happens...
I think that's the wrong lesson to take out of that.
Well, you know, these small town yokels. They'll believe anything. Odysseus, first I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
All right. I could do that. Hopefully this goes like the last time I did wisdom saving throw. That is a 10 total.
10? Okay.
Yes, it's not adding my modifier.
Yep. So you as you kind of stand there, you look at him, and you just kind of like, it feels like every other time you've done this. Not really much feeling. You know, you're so practiced at this point. You've done so many baptisms. It's just another day at the office. As you kind of ponder this for a second, you feel all of a sudden the earth begins to tremble. You kind of shake and look up, and as you look up, you kind of just drop Bolden back into the water, and he just kind of splashes. And you gather yourself, and being as you're, a monk, you're pretty graceful. You just kind of like run it out. And the people kind of like stammer and look around like, what the fuck was that? and you look around, and it subsides, and just kind of everybody just kind of sits there wondering what happened, but nothing seems to be amiss at the. With that, we will shift once more. Back in town, in the northeastern corner of the town, high up on a hill. This town was actually built near one of the barrier towers. It started out as just like a fortress for the dwarves to keep watch, and eventually grew out into what as they started bringing in adventurers and stuff. The tower itself is a solitary structure. It appears to be this sleek marble stone that has these hard line 90-degree angles of like a gold in as they kind of like in these intricately carved that rise up its surface, and at the top there is this large it looks like a lighthouse, but the light itself does not turn as a normal lighthouse would. It stays in a singular direction, and that is towards the Doomshroud. Looking out at it instead of just a beam of light going outward, it kind of just opens up like a large maw, and it opens from the ground to the sky high above, like outwards, and you can see this. It is the start of the shimmering barrier that holds the Doomshroud in check. At the base of this tower, there is a lone individual looking down, writing in his notes. Looks up, looks down, looks up again, looks down, kind of mumbling to himself as he takes notes and observes this tower. Karagar, care to describe yourself?
Yes. So, standing at the base of this tower is probably, it's exaggerated, but probably a 7.5 foot tall Goliath man with some slate, stony blue skin, tattoos adorning his arm and neck, even parts of his face. Silvery hair across the top of his head, and a short trimmed silvery beard, and just plain blue eyes. Just wearing some very basic traveler's clothes. Leathers, linen. Kind of a strange thing to see, but maybe even a poncho is the only thing he's wearing on his torso. And a pack full of scrolls and books, probably cast off to the side as Karagar's taken some notes on this tower. Normally, if anyone else was around, he'd be trying to keep his head down, which is almost impossible to do. Everything seems out of place down here, away from home, but now that there's something to focus on, Karagar is super intently studying the structure, furiously writing notes. There's already like 4 in quills off to the side.
Lane, you were just slightly too quiet. Like you're just
Is that
1
better?
decibel off. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a bad mic.
We could
why don't
hear
we
you.
start
It was
over?
just slightly too quiet.
Gotcha.
All right, Karagar.
There's
Let's just start the
also-
session over. We can't
Yeah,
fix that.
just hard
Maybe.
reset.
Oh man.
Sorry, Jake.
You know, from the top. Gentlemen, this is Terus, but not like the one you know.
Yeah.
Anything more you'd like to add, Karagar?
Just like he said, muttering to himself, fascinating, truly fascinating. And he's pointing to some things and looking down at the ground by his feet. And down at the ground by his feet is a very small spectral crab. Karagar's familiar.
Yes! Yes!
Kelp the crab.
He
is
did it.
just
My
hanging
God,
out.
he did it.
I love it. I love it.
Every once in a while, there's a bunch of these broken quills because Karagar, I've been writing so many notes down. Little Kelp the crab occasionally waddles over to the pack and like picks out a new quill and an ink well, and then waddles, click, clicks back over to Karagar and hands him a new quill and ink.
I love it. As you sit there, Kelp bringing you newly dipped quills as you continue to write. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Actually, no. Roll a history check.
History check.
Yes.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Not bad. Looking up at this tower, these runes that run along its outside walls. As you look up at it, you realize that this is like a language. These are like words that are scrawled on the outsides of these towers. As you look at it, you're able to deduce that this isn't Dwarven. This is something old. It likely predates the dwarves of Durazan. So as you kind of look up at it, you also realize that like this structure, despite its appearance, or despite that age, that this looks like it's in pristine condition. It looks like it was just built. Like somehow it survived these elements and still holds this pristine. With that being said, as you're looking up and you're looking at these, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. I'd say 21.
21. Easily. As you look closer at these runes, and you can see that they're not just gold, but they're glowing as well. They have a shimmer, a golden shimmering glow to them as they run up the sides of this tower. And as you look up, you can see that some of them like not fizzle out, but kind of parts of these runes kind of go out. Like lines of them just kind of like this line of darkness kind of traces along the runes for a minute or for a second. And you look up and you see the light that is shining from this brilliant beacon at the top of this tower. Ever so faintly, ever so quickly. The 21, you just barely catch this. Flickers. And then right after that flicker, the ground begins to tremble. and we will switch over to our next. Within within Ashmarch's center, there is a large inn, cloven from stone and sleet. It is big and fortified to withstand the harsh climate, being so close to the Doomshroud, and just all that entails with the tremors and everything. This place is built to last, and of course, it was built by dwarves. They made it so that it was definitely a place to party. Inside, there is music playing. And as this music plays, a man begins to speak up to the crowd. He jumps up on a table and starts talking about and boisterously exclaiming about this fight that happened out in the Doomshroud. He's reenacting the fight as he jumps around on this table, twirling about, really hamming it up, knocks over a patron's ale, and he's like, "Oh, I just bought that." As he kind of gets up and saunters off to the bar to get another one. Uthorn, go ahead and describe this man that is jumping around the table.
Right. So, as he said, he's extravagantly telling this story, as his tattered cloak is flailing behind him, and every time he spins around, throws his cloak off, you can see old, fine clothing, much that you would see somebody in the cities, not usually out here, more away from the larger populace. A very fine, if not dirty, suit jacket, with golden buttons going down each side. A scarf tucked in.
Hey, they're black in that picture.
No, the buttons are gold, aren't they? Oh, they are black. They were
I'm
gold.
sorry.
No, they're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Art error.
A vest underneath, and a white shirt with a scarf tied around his neck, pulled tight. His hair is longer and a little bit disheveled. Not as well kept, but is still more well kept than other people. As he's stomping around the table. And of course, what more could a man ask for than when the trusted... I always tear up at this part. But when a trusted friend sacrifices himself for the savior of his party, should not all men strive to be such as him? Should all men not strive to find purpose in life such as that? And at that, he will wipe tears away from his face. And he will bring out a harp. Now, please, as I sing the next ballad for the savior of Uthorn. And I will continue on and play some more music as I will sing my next ballad.
Oh, go, merry we go.
As you pronounce this,
Potter's batch of buttered biscuits.
the room,
God.
as you proclaim this this ending and you pull out the harp, the crowd around you erupts in cheers, banging their mugs and their hands on the table. The man that This tankard got spilled earlier, comes back. As he's sitting down, somebody flips it up, knocks it away. God damn it! And he just kind of like defeated walks back up to the bar once more to try to get a... as he's doing this, you pull out your harp and you ready yourself, falling into the rhythm that you normally do whenever you begin to sing. And as the first few plucks happen on your harp, the ground begins to shake violently. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me.
That's not one of the campaign.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What was it?
It didn't display, but that was a 14.
14? Okay. Easily. You're used to, playing on many different platforms and, being as your skill performer, the shaking really does offbeat your rhythm. But it does catch you all off guard, and as the ground shakes, you kind of just catch your... As everyone kind of looks around like, oh, what the fuck? It was just getting good. What happened?
I will pipe up. Worry not, my friends, for even the earth weeps for this one. And I will then continue to play.
This guy. Look at him go. He don't care. And you get like a few coins kind of thrown up at you. You play through the tremor. And continue on. But as you do, you play and you play and you play. Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Oh, well, I really wish it would display. Do you guys remember how Odysseus said first nat one of the campaign?
Don't put the transgressions of Silas on me. Dude. That's not me.
Oh, that was Silas? Damn. Yes, that was a nat 1 plus 8, but yeah.
Not one.
Also,
Okay.
why is it not displaying my rolls?
It's D&D Beyond's fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsor.
I'm at the... Our
There goes
sponsor. not
Flawless.
sponsor.
Ew. Those dice are disgusting.
Wizards
I
of the
did it
Coast
roll for
sponsor us
you.
and we'll library.
Bro's got like meat dice that make meat noises. when
Yeah,
they're rolled.
I honestly, I
Right.
really wish I could show it for the stream. I love those dice.
Damn, I had this. I didn't have it up to see it. Oh well.
If
Nope,
Odysseus
but it
dies,
wasn't-
I'm coming
it-
back as meat.
A
It was
nat
a
one.
nat one.
All right.
Good.
Uthorn. You've done a lot of performances in your time. And sometimes you get just so deep into it. You kind of just forget where you are. You almost go into this trance. Sometimes that trance mixed with alcohol does not translate to a performance that to your ears sounds enchanting, while to others you're just kind of up there mumbling along, plucking the strings out of tune. And as you're doing this, everyone's just kind of like, oh, well, fuck. Is that it? I don't know. Is he gonna get better? I hope so. My ears are starting to bleed. And, as you kind
Poor
of start,
bastard.
you kind of start hearing the, oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh.
My leg.
And the thing is, you are so enthralled with yourself, you don't even notice. But as they're kind of starting, the boos are starting to happen. There is another tremor. This time there will be no save, as the tremor is much greater, and everyone kind of looks around like, "Oh, what the fuck? That's not normal." And they kind of all get up and kind of rush outside. And as they're doing that, you kind of get knocked off of the table that's getting bumped, and kind of like a crowd surf, you get carried out, but it's an accidental crowd surf.
Yep.
So you're kind of carried outside with the rest of them. Outside, the town is starting to gather. Everybody's kind of looking around, like, this town's been here a while, so these people looking around, it's kind of weird that they're wondering what's going on. Karagar, Odysseus, Kaz, Silas, and Uthorn. As another tremble shakes the earth, the crowds gathered around town. And Silas, by this point, your group has returned to the gates of Ashmarch. As you all kind of look up, you see people starting to point up into the sky. You all look up, and you see in the open sky cracks, shimmering cracks, like broken glass, begin to form in these spider web patterns all along the sky. As high as you can see, it begins to crack and break and shimmer more and more and more. And then, like a great glass window shattering, it falls to the ground. As it falls, it shimmers away. And everyone kind of just is standing there in quiet awe. And like the calm before the storm, Odysseus, the river seems to have like stopped. The water is still. The wind no longer blowing. The sounds of wildlife completely go silent. As this moment passes, you can hear your hearts in your heads, like boom, 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 boom. That's all you can hear. And then, like the loudest thunderclap ripping across the sky, the ground shakes with a force so tremendous that everyone is knocked to their feet. And from Silas, you look back from the Doomshroud and you see this fissure forming, coming towards the town, streaking past you, like fast. You barely dodge out of the way. Company looking down at it. As it goes into town, it reaches the center and begins to expand. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Nice.
Everyone is introduced,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Exciting.
and we're all super hot.
Yeah. Oh no.
Awesome. Well,
Well,
thank you so much.
now that we're this far into it, we can say in the first minute, the DM totally said Ashmarch.
You're right, I did. I really did.
Dang.
I totally did.
Well,
Well,
hey,
I for one love Ashmarch, so
hey, me too, dude.
Who knows,
Ashmarch
dude?
might be my new favorite area. So, new favorite
All my
locale.
homies love the Ashmarch.
Hey,
Yes.
mom, wake up! New locale just dropped. Maybe it'll get featured in Fortnite. Who knows?
Yo, we
Fair.
dropping. Where we dropping? Tilted Towers or
We
Ashmarch?
dro-
There's better loot at Ashmarch, but everybody goes there.
Ashmarch.
Mustard
Ashmarch is the
Field.
new meta. Don't go there.
Yep.
Mustard.
There's a landing strip at Mustard Field.
But
With that, ladies and
awesome.
gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being my players for this new campaign. Hope everyone enjoyed this first. As I said in the beginning, bear with me. I'm still learning all the tricks and trades of DMing and D&D Beyond works, especially when yeah. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends,
smash that like button.
go follow our social medias.
Join us on
Hey.
our next Ashmarch.
I'm just saying. I put up a follower goal of 100
Mhm.
followers. That if we hit, I will shave my head into a cul-de-sac, keeping the long sides. Every follower after that is
You're
another
gonna
day.
look so fucking good.
So
Yeah. So if you all wanna see that, please tell your friends, have them come watch. It's a lot of fun. We enjoy doing this together. We enjoy having you guys along on the journey. So we hope to see you back here next week as we figure out what this fissure might hold for the crew here. So have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
I'm just saying.